last May, Saturday night, the Nextel All-Star race. One of the most bizarre, of course, the All-Star race, as you know, produces many bizarre things for some reason that we all know about, because of the intensity of it. And two brothers got into it down in the first and second turn, you and your brother. What really happened? I wouldn't know what I saw. It was pretty wild.
We had a good race going. He had an excellent race going. And the last segment where you get your tires and your fuel and where you have your track position, it's time to finally race. You know, we were racing hard, positioning ourselves, trying to get towards the front.
Money's on the line.
It's $1 million.
$1 million.
It's less than 20 laps to go. We don't have to see our pit crews anymore. No. It's hammered down. It's bring home the gold. And I got an excellent run, and I'm in third place. And I passed Jeff Burton for second. I'm right in the middle of the front straightaway, running the middle to low lane, passing Burton on the outside. And as I'm passing him, here comes this blur, just going by me in a hurry.
How was that?
I mean, he's going. I mean, I kept it this close to wide open through 3 and 4. I mean, I burped it getting in and then just wham, back to full throttle, as you would do it for a qualifying lap through 3 and 4. There is no way somebody's going to come up.
Did you know who that blur was? Yeah.
I didn't at the time.
Such a run through the middle of 3 and 4. He's going to take second spot away from Burton. Here comes his brother Kyle to the inside. And almost wrecked him.
I told you.
There he goes.
I told you.
Oh, my gosh.
Checkers are wreckers.
When you're the little brother, 7 years younger, hanging with the older brother, it's going to make you better over time. But you can never really hang with the older brother. I always had that on him. And I went, well, if he's passing me in the grass, he's really going to get a good entry into turn 1. He's going to be really low. And I, instead of drifting up to enter turn 1, held it in the middle lane. Like, all right, cowboy, let's see if you can handle the inside lane on corner entry. Well, we saw how good that worked. I ended up backed in the fence with him because he got loose underneath me, both of us. And that was because I felt I had position and that I should be in second and I'm chasing down the leader and he should be in third. He should just wait on me just a minute. If he's got that fast of a car, why did he need to pass me then and in that fashion? And so that was interesting to me because it was my brother. And he thought at the same time, well, that's my brother and he's going to give me room. And so that was really the first time that we stepped on each other's foot, thinking one was going to give room and the other didn't. And so it was almost like a finger-pointing game for an instant.
How many days did it take before you guys sat down and talked it over?
Well, I called him on Wednesday the next week, so that was Saturday night.
You just let it kind of simmer for a while.
Yeah, let it just, the water's got to cool down.
Yeah.
It was boiling. And we're going to head to the track and qualify on Thursday. And in the new world, media is going to be all over you. And so I call him Wednesday. Finally get a hold of him. And he's like, what?
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 You will talk to him.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk to each other. It's just tough to have this scenario happen out on the track, but inevitably it was going to happen. So we'll see what he has to say about it, and we'll see what we can do to discuss it. But right now, I'm not eating any Kellogg's anytime soon.
Hey, we got to be on the same page. And he's like, what? You know, you wrecked me. You need to really apologize. I'm like, well, maybe I did. Sorry, but I really didn't.
How many times do you have to call him first?
Yeah.
He wouldn't return your call.
That was a good half dozen times. He's like, what? And so we got into the discussion a little bit, and it's 51% my fault and 51% his, so the math's not adding up.
Did he agree with you?
No, I don't think we still have yet to agree. And I said, listen, we just both got to be cool. We got to race our cars again, and we don't need this relationship getting in the way. Blood's thicker than water. You know, the blood's what's going to carry us all the way to our death. And we're going to be together racing as we're doing it. And so we didn't quite get what I thought we needed to accomplish on the phone, but we were brothers enough to know that we needed to be strong and to weather this storm.
You know, it puts you in a funny spot, though. I was lucky that my brother and I never really competed against each other, but I did race with my father. And there was times when my father, as a matter of fact, he was the first car that ever spun me on the racetrack.
Buck Baker's one of the meanest race drivers ever got behind the wheel of a car. He was not on, and you're talking about somebody that had red in him now. You know, genetics being what they are. Sometimes it goes to the next generation, sometimes it doesn't. It definitely went to the next generation here.
Anyway, I go in, this is my first race ever that I raced with him. And I'm doing the best I can just to make, you know, a half-mile dirt racetrack, and he was one of the best in the country at that particular type of racing. So I'm down on the inside, and bam, he turns me around. So after the race, I was upset about it. I went over and I said, Dad, what in the world, what's wrong? I mean, why'd you run into me? And he said, as slow as you were running, you could surely look in the mirror and see me coming. It wasn't his fault that he run into me, you know? Well, we're just talking about a huge rep on front.
I mean, the first question is, does it take two Allisons to take on a Yarborough? Was he that big?
Yeah.